Okay, now Batman has to be in it. You
Oh,
can't put
well, yeah.
Joaquin Phoenix Joker. Yeah,
I wasn't gonna. That was the
I know, but I'm
stipulation for our
just
whole thing.
yeah, yeah.
So five or three, and you go first. Never
Barry
think
says,
without it.
let's see, number 5. Let's see, what we got. Gotta make it. Oh man, then it drops hard. Oh man, it's one. I don't know, man. Number 5, live action. I'll probably go with Ra's al Ghul. I really like. Well, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go Ra's al Ghul. I like Ra's al Ghul. I think he fits great in the
Cool.
movie. I love the little gas mask thing that he wears. Reminds me a lot of the Batman animated series. I mean, Liam Neeson,
Yeah,
fantastic. Yeah, I think Ra's al Ghul is solid.
yeah, solid pick. My number five is actually Scarecrow. Batman Begins.
Yep.
I really like. So there's characters in a movie that you want to see more of in their role, but they utilized it perfectly where you want more of him there, but he's used perfectly. They take him away. They change his characterization, and it makes you want more of the Scarecrow you just saw earlier. So it's so well done that I really enjoy Cillian Murphy's Scarecrow in Batman Begins. So number five.
Yep. Deb said that Matt just said Doc Ock. Matt is Deb's husband, and he knows better. Shame on him.
I'm
That's two naked
disappointed.
laughs
I
around the
don't even
house.
know you. I may not know you, but I'm disappointed.
Let's
Yeah.
see. Now we've got. Nope, he's not gonna make it. No, he's not gonna make it. Top 5. We got 4. Two's there. God, I don't know, man. I do like Catwoman. She's number 4. I kind of want to put. I'm gonna put. I'm gonna put Bane at number 4.
Hmm.
I I
Batman and
I really
Robin
like
or Dark Knight Rises?
obviously Dark Knight Rises. Obviously Dark Knight Rises. I like Bane quite a bit. Tom Hardy. They tried to do a little movie magic a couple times with the size. He bulked up, looked pretty good. The voice is kind of hit and miss. You know, it just kind of gets a little weird sometimes. Take control of your city. Like it's just a that he's got. Sometimes it's just like, or other times it's like nobody cared who I was before I put on the mask. Like there's some good moments, then all of a sudden he's like this weird accent thing kicks in. I don't know. And then like
Yeah.
eye to eye just kills me. But when he is messing Batman up underground, that's a great scene. You know, he's just like, I wonder what would break first, your spirit or your body? And he, oh my god.
By the way, um, that's what's playing in the background right now is that scene where they're fighting
Is it
under
really?
Wayne Tower. Yeah. And
Yeah,
Catwoman's
dude,
watching Batman get his butt kicked.
I love it so much. Like when he's like, you merely adopted the darkness. I was born in it,
Yeah.
molded by it. I didn't see it until
It's
I
a
was a
great
man. And
scene.
then it was blinding, and he grabs Batman. Oh my god. I do wish that we would have gotten maybe a little
Yeah.
bit. I'm going off on a tangent here, but I wish that he would have done a little bit more like, you know, in Batman Forever when he throws those like taser things at guys. I wish he would have done a little bit more to kind of give himself a little bit more time before Bane just kicked the crap out of him. But yeah, I do like Bane. He's probably going to go my number 4.
That's fair. That's fair. My number four is actually going to be Riddler from the Batman. Um, he was perfectly done until the third act. We talked about this in our spoiler review. Once it gets there, it's over the top. But throughout the film, it was very reminiscent of a slasher, 80s slasher movie. The way that he was executed, it was just odd and well done and really weird that it came from Paul Dano. Like I didn't expect much when they cast him. I was like, okay, I guess. I don't know. But no, I really enjoyed his story arc until we got the go watch our spoiler review, you'll see. So yeah, number 4, Riddler from the Batman.
Yeah, I think what sucks about Dano is, and no spoilers again, but the more he was on screen, every time the Riddler, the more I saw of him, the less I liked him until it hit rock bottom. Like the movies, the flavor changes as the movie goes. You know, it's like a bad relationship where it starts off good, and then all of a sudden they start opening up and showing you who they really are, and you're like, I'm not into that. You know, but yeah, I'm glad you like it though. I mean, it made but it's weird. Like I'm trying to search. Like there's good villains, but like I'm looking at like super villains. I'm not looking at like Falcone or you know what I mean. We got to put super villains in there, right? Like on my number 3, I'm probably gonna put Penguin in there, and it's not a good representation of the Penguin, but it's great acting. I can't like every time he's on screen, I'm watching. And it's nostalgia. I got to say that Robin Lord Taylor from Gotham is still my favorite Penguin. He's fantastic. The guy who played Riddler in Gotham is my favorite Riddler. I'm not including him because that's a TV show. We're mostly doing the movies right now, but it just must be said that it has one of the best Jokers of all time. It has, in my opinion, the best Riddler. It has the best Penguin. It's so freaking good, and it's the best Mr. Freeze we've ever had too is on Gotham. If you haven't seen Gotham, it's on Netflix. Check it out. The first season is a lot of build. After that, though, it just goes off the deep end, and you get to see like Zaz, and you get to see Hugo Strange, and all these great characters. So watch it if you haven't seen it. Definitely recommend. Let's check in with Deb here. Hold on. Don't cancel the stream. Okay, we got Penguin and Scarecrow tie at number 5. That's cheating. You can't do it. Number 4 is Riddler. Which one? I'm assuming. I don't know if she's seen the Batman, so I'm going to assume that it's Jim Carrey. Joker, Nicholson, Catwoman, Pfeiffer, and Joker, Ledger. Yep, that's a solid list.
Yeah.
I kind of if we're gonna put in ties, I'm gonna put Catwoman with Penguin. She says yes, it's Jim Carrey, but I'm gonna put I think that they're a duo, right? They combine, so I'm gonna put them together.
If we're doing ties, I'm putting Bane with Scarecrow. Dark Knight Rises Bane, of course. My number 3 is going to be Jack Nicholson's Joker. It's iconic. The way he looks, his laugh, his version of the origin story, like it shouldn't work. It does. Like every once in a while that happens, and that happened a lot with Batman movies, is things that shouldn't work but really did. And Jack Nicholson was the perfect cast at the time. He did it was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Nothing negative to say. Just 2 others that I pay attention to a little bit more just based on my now preferences.
Yeah, my number 2, and once again, this should be number 1, but my number 2 is going to be Heath Ledger's Joker. This is another thing where he almost gets better as the movie goes because he's building and he becomes the Prince of Crime, the Clown Prince of Crime. Like every scene he's in is a 10, except for maybe the first one when he reveals himself. He's not in full makeup. It's a quick blink and you missed his, makes you stranger. You know what I'm saying? Like he's fantastic. His acting and everything else. Wow. Wowie. I watched it again. Every time I watch it, you just know it's something special. It never goes by unnoticed, ever, how good that performance is.
Yeah. For number 2, I'm going to go Ra's al Ghul from Batman Begins.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved. I remember the first time I saw it, I actually was shocked that he was Ra's al Ghul. Spoiler from 2006. I thought that he was so well executed, and actually the perfect balance to the film, in my opinion. If they had made it somebody else, if they had inserted the Joker right there, or inserted anybody else, it wouldn't have been as good nor deserving of the spot that it gets in my ranking of the film. It just worked, and Liam Neeson as Ra's al Ghul worked. His characterization, it was that of a guardian, caretaker, father-esque, but also he was still driven by his mission more than that. It fit. It fit. It was perfect. So yeah, Ra's al Ghul's number 2 for me.
Yeah, there's so many good character moments too. Like the entire movie is character build, story, arcs, all this stuff, and he's one of them. Like you can relate, you have compassion for him. Like the talks about, you know, like rub your chest, your arms will take care of themselves, and like the sad story he goes through, the fight scenes, like everything's so good. It's just so good. Yeah. And the importance he has to obviously that franchise or that trilogy. Yeah, real quick before I get to mine, we got Paul's here, top 5 villains. I almost knocked over the camera. We got Penguin coming in at number 5, Ra's al Ghul. I'm assuming Paul Penguin is the Penguin from Batman Returns. We got Ra's al Ghul. We got Two-Face, Batman Forever. Don't know how I feel about that, as that's my least favorite part of the entire movie. We got Joker, Ledger, and Joker 89 Batman, and that leads me into my number 1, which is Jack Nicholson in the 89 Batman. I think it is a very good flow, rise to power. He just has to kill one dude, and he takes over his men. Then he takes over the other dudes. He goes insane, and he just wants to cause chaos and kill people. I love that he is both scary, maniacal. He's got that anarchy feel to him. He's got a little bit of everything. I mean, and you never know what he's going to do. Like when he shoots Bob out of nowhere because he's upset. Like, I love his portrayal of the Joker. And let's not forget, once again, you can see a lot of stuff in Heath Ledger's Joker. The way he hangs on to his words and stuff like that, just like Jack Nicholson did. Even before 89 Batman, Jack Nicholson was doing that. It's just how he talks. It's the same thing with Jack Palance, right? Jack Palance is in 89 Batman. He plays Grissom. But, so I got to give respect for that, too. I mean, and I'm not taking anything away from Heath Ledger's Joker. I just think, you know, it's like Jack Nicholson got onto the normal diving board, and he did, like, one flip. And everybody's like, oh, my God. And then Heath Ledger went on to the high dive and did, like, a full barrel roll flip dive, 10 out of 10. Like, you know, but he had to watch Jack Nicholson first. Like, let's give a little respect. Anyway.
Yeah, that's fair. Obviously, my number 1 is going to be Heath Ledger as the Joker. I remember at the time when it came out, you know, all the news was released online. So, and it was early stages of that, 2006, where you heard about it. That was the transition period of hearing about it online before you heard about it on TV or anything like that. So it was really interesting. I remember I came home one day and my brother is like, dude, you got to come hear this. You got to come hear this. And it was the soundbite of Heath Ledger's Joker. Mm-hmm. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. That's insane. When they cast him, I was one of the many who was like, oh, I don't know. The guy from A Knight's Tale, are you sure? And when I heard that laugh, I knew how great he was going to be, and blew away my expectations. I think blew away everybody's expectations. His characterization of the Joker worked so well for the Dark Knight trilogy. The way he was an agent of chaos, but it was controlled chaos. It was great. As much as he claimed it was all anarchy, he was in control the whole time. Brilliant. That is a Joker thing to do. They played on it. They did an amazing job. I can't preach how great his Joker is enough, and I think pretty much unanimously most people feel that way too. Like, there's just no reason why that should be so good, but it is.
Yeah, live action only, Deb, but yeah, Mark Hamill's Joker is fantastic. Man, there's just, like I said, every time you just watch Jack Nicholson or Heath Ledger, every time I watch it, I'm just blown away. I'm just like, God, this is magic on
Yeah.
screen. Like, this is what we go to watch movies
Yeah.
for.